Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron Old World Blues, the Vault City run with submods. We're gonna slow things down a little bit so I can read some of the chat messages that came through. All from Tyrant King. You suggest construction business? Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I get the thing, I'll go for construction business. The faction option you have now are to build up your own faction, join NCR. Okay, yeah, that's some of the possible choices I can go down. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna mostly, like, just lean towards what feels right. I'm not necessarily gonna go down the most optimal path or anything like that. No, I like to have fun, roleplay it out a little. Thanks for the suggestions, though, of, like, the paths I can go down. Alright, so our construction projects are going fine. Let's speed up time again. And we're waiting for Ghoul Conference to finish. The Phoenix Republic declared war on Caesar. Ooh, a rebellion against Caesar already. Let's see how that goes. Oops. There we go. So let's just float over here for the moment. I have a decision I can make. Ooh, let's invest in small businesses. Help our economy to grow. Washington Brotherhood will finish one of their fights. Yeah, we have enough manpower to begin a scavenging program. So let's get to work on that. But it looks like I'm getting the suggestion of building our own faction. And try and stay out of NCR or Nevada Pact. Yes, Advisor Tyrant King. The most trustable of advisor names. I probably will end up leaning towards that from because I definitely don't want to side with the NCR. There's no fun in that. Like, joining the NCR is the boring path. Lannius cohort declared war on Papa. Unless I join them to stab them in the back later. Oh, yeah, I figured these guys wouldn't do very good. They're basically here to slow down Caesar more than anything. Something I was thinking I would like to see them do is, there's a, another thing that was cut from Fallout 4 was Fallout 4, Fallout 2. There we go. Hang on, let's move these guys down to this line. Ex-Legion Tyrant King. Oof, journeyed a long way. If you came all the way from even if we assume Caesar is as far as he is now, you would have had to either travel all across California territory to get here, or travel through miles of tribal and raider territory. Ugh. But, a thing that... Oop, hold on. We finished one of our researches. Okay, we got planes now. Let's research getting them slightly better as well before we even start building them. But, a cut location for Fallout 2 that I believe was supposed to... I don't remember if this is where it was or this is where people who restored it just put it for the sake of it. Oop. We're gonna let the followers of the apocalypse come in, because I've never understood what the advantage of telling them to go away would be. And then we're just gonna not even do anything, because they'll settle on their own. But, there was a group that was supposed to be, like, people dedicated to gathering old world knowledge in a big old library, inspired by, like, a book about a church that did the said thing in the apocalypse. And putting them, like, somewhere up here would be really cool. The Abbey, I think, is what they were supposed to be called. And they're just plopping down the Abbey, maybe take a small chunk out of the Cyclops tribe's territory, and just turn this from Klondike to the Abbey. Or even up here from Elko to the Abbey. I think doing something really cool there would be neat. Or doing something with a little faction like that could be neat. Like, not even give them a special tree or anything, just put them separate from everybody and, like, you know, break things up a little bit more. Okay, another research done. Let's go ahead and... Don't want any of that. Can't do cybernetics yet. Let's get supply equipment researched. And we can modify government so we can get the suggestion from Tyrant King. Ooh, welcome to the stream, Aprog23. So Tyrant King was suggesting... what is it? The construction thing. Yeah, construction business. So yeah, let's go with junk walls and more. They can help us build... Or actually, no, not junk walls. What's the one that... Yeah. The one for civilian factories. Hang on. I don't recognize this one. Okay, that's an airbase one. Okay. I normally play more toward the Nevada areas, so some of these pop out as different than what I recognize. We should probably get free speech, more PP. Hold on, get free speech. Oh, the law. Oh yeah, because right now we're muzzle distance. We might switch to that with our next one. Right now we're gonna go towards construction improvement. The founder claims descendant from Ukrainian immigrants, blah blah blah. We don't need to read that. Let's go ahead and put these robots onto this board. Hang on, what's our one with the least defense? Let's throw it over here, against these guys. Yeah, we're playing Old World Blues with a number of sub-mods. The main one we're doing is Vault-Tec Expanded, which gives us a bunch more options as Vault-Tec. Everything else is just to make the rest of the Wasteland more interesting by giving them tech trees that encourage more war. Or not tech trees, focus trees is what I mean. And I've done little things like, I like to have the Texclave turned on because they're more interesting than the faction that's normally here. Even if only mildly more interesting. Shell's army. So yeah, stuff happening in Texas. Ooh, come on. Lagging a little. There we go. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a phlegmy throat. Right now, we're just taking it slow. Oh wait, is this guy not assigned to anything? Alright. Right now we're just taking our time, slowly building up and getting ready. What do I think of the neighbors? Ooh, hold on. Ghoul conference just finished. So the ghouls finished talking about putting themselves in charge, so now we're gonna go head to Ghoul Haven. They're coming from as far beyond the... They're coming from as far as beyond the Great Sands. Hundreds of ghouls looking for a new home. Why wouldn't we let them in? So yeah, we've become like... We're basically the new fucking Bakersfield, you know, like the haven where the ghouls would come from. What do I think of the neighbors? Well, I think New Reno, they're gonna have to go down if they don't reform themselves. A group of basically incredibly well-organized raiders pretending to be pre-war criminals. The Antelope isn't bad, just a tribe of farmers and such. Same goes for these tribals, you know, they're not, I don't have any, like, extensively negative opinion on them, beyond the fact that they might be better served being a part of us in the long run. Oh, did they get expansions from... Oh, I think some of the mods I did expanded these guys a good bit. Okay. Okay. Huh. So these guys are all kinds of new cool shit. Oh god, they're cannibals. Fuck them. They're probably gonna be one of our first targets for elimination. Meanwhile, over here, these are just sort of calm chief folk. Well, they do have a war legend, so maybe in the long run. You suggest we help the pale folk? They're cannibals. Unless we can cure them of their cannibalism, there's no helping them. But these guys being raiders on our border is also going to be a problem in the long run. Yeah, I know we're able to core them for free, but I noticed, like, he has a whole new tech tree from one of my sub-mods. Or not tech tree, focus tree. Alright, you wanted me to give our people freedom of speech? So yeah, let's do that. There's no need to be, you know, suppressing the opinion of the people. Ooh, it is hot today. Right now, though, like I said, we're mostly just focusing on getting the internal spheres in order, what with the chaos caused by us taking over the territory. Scout kits. Alright. Now let's go ahead. Alright, we got our scout kits, so let's actually quickly throw those into production. Now we should be able to keep our special forces units a bit more well equipped. Let's go ahead and learn combat language. Yeah, exactly. We're like, yes, ghouls are put first, but it, like, I like to think it's sort of like an argument of, you know, we've been here since before the war. We know better than all of you. And by, like, and now that we've opened our borders to more ghouls, it's more likely that ghouls will vote ghouls into position, and we're gonna, like, so, this is gonna sound awful. We're gonna purposefully create a pro-ghoul nation to ensure that the ghouls remain within power. Create laws that sort of reduce the amount of non-ghouls in our territory and favor ghouls to just keep ghouls flowing in and ghouls liking us over people. In fact, that lifetime pension for military service, that's gonna be lifetime for real, so ghouls will just keep getting paid indefinitely after military service, but as long as they're still fit to fight, they could be called back to war anytime. The NCR is expanding. Looking at the Iron Alliance focus tree, they have an option to join. Ooh, where's Iron Alliance at? Ooh, hold on, a little bit of a lag spike. Oh god, where's the Iron Alliance again? I'm trying to... I don't remember where the Iron Alliance is on the map. Up here, okay. They have a chance to join us? Wait, really? Why on earth would these guys all the way across the map have an option to join us? Contacting the Northeast Vault. Really? That's bananas that they could just join us. Huh. Man, they showed off a little bit, since the last time I streamed, they've shown off a little bit more of what's coming. And, like, they showed off how the entirety of North California is getting retrofitted, and California's actually getting chopped into two separate nations now, that are both gonna be in the new California faction, but are, like, the northern end is gonna be led by a governor now, and I'm like, that's kind of neat. Let's send out some manual prospectors. No need for political bribes at the moment. Alright. Actually, hang on. Let's, establish some trade routes. New Cannon's already trading with us, so maybe we can return the favor. Hang on. How do I... Yeah, here we go. Actually, let's try to trade with the Ranger Citadel. Can I not? Oh, I can't. They're not within range. Yeah, we're gonna send trade routes back to New Cannon. Alright. So, slowly different expansion. God, the Iron Alliance of fucking... The new tech tree they've got is really making them war hungry, huh? Texas is just being Texas. Alright, we got the followers of the apocalypse on board. I remember when I first played New Vegas, because I hadn't played the previous games, I heard the name Followers of the Apocalypse, and I was like, oh, these must be bad people, right? Because, like, their name really does give you the feel that they would have to be bad people. Let's... Don't need that. Let's have them build us a workshop. They end up eating up a lot of my political points once I get them on board, honestly. Okay, research. On the plane improvements is done. Let's go ahead and get barrage balloons researched. Ah, there we go. The transistor is done being researched. So now let's go ahead and get vacuum tubes. Prepare for war with Reno. Yeah, I imagine they'd want to declare war on us eventually. That's why we got the most border on them. New Reno and Vault City's long-running feud isn't gonna go away just because some ghouls took control of it. Ow. I bumped my knuckle on my mic stand. Alright, there we go. Now we are a ghoul haven. Ooh, and we got a few more troops done being trained. Let's put one here. One here. And one over here. Yeah, you. There we go. Fully restored Poseidon nuclear power plant. For decades, Vault City and the has had the technology and know-how to repair the nuclear energy plant we called home, but they refused. Well, now we've got their stuff, and actually, Hannah, I should speak in a ghoul voice. For decades, Vault City has had the technology and know-how to repair the nuclear energy plant we called home, but they refused. And now we've got their stuff, we're going to stabilize the reactor once and for all. Yeah. Hang on, let's recruit another commander. Who's the better looking one? I think we're gonna promote the new guy. And we're now going to create this and put the new guy in charge of that. And with that, let's delete all of the front lines and replace them with these style. Bum. There we go. Ooh, the troll warren just died? Oh man. It's always surprising when the troll warren goes down, because I normally see them booming in most games. So now we are Gecko. And we're slowly stabilizing our people. Let's ask the followers for technology so we can research faster. Warren's been losing a lot more lately. I wonder if it has anything to do with some of the balance changes they've done. In most of my old games, the Warren usually, like, does terrifyingly good. But I do know that they've been making little changes to, like, re-encourage the AI to take technology they haven't been because the AI doesn't realize how helpful it is. There we go, we got support equipment research, so now let's go ahead and research warrior training. Hang on, just clicking on the light on my desk, because it's getting a little dark here. We got combat language researched. So let's go ahead and teach our people a secret language. Alright, now we wait. Since 3.2 the troll warren's been doing bad. So that thing should be done around then. What wars are going on that we can watch in the meantime? We got this war down here. We got the Rangers expansion. Old Bones versus the Ouroboros. Ooh, the 80s. Let's watch the 80s expand, actually, I think. Or try to expand and probably succeed. Agricultural experts. Make sure we're never running out of water. Okay, now that's gone. Oops. So the 80s are trying to eat the Ruby Valley Refuge, and it looks like they're actually struggling a little. Make contact with allies. How would we go about doing that aside from in the focus tree? Because I don't really think there's a easy way to ally with people outside of the focus trees. We don't got any of these unlocked yet. Yeah, I think I wanna finish the branch that I'm in before I move on to a new one. Just get this one done and out of the way. And then I'll let all of you decide on whether we're going to go with Vault-Tec Calling to begin expanding and militarizing. Or if we're going to play a little with Utopian City to make sure things are still stable before we get bigger. Yeah, okay, I figured it would be focus tree options. Which branch was it that we would go through to... It's in here is where we form new factions, right? Yeah. All of this stuff is still not possible. So we'll finish this and then we'll do one of these two. Alright, okay, you... Let's see here, we got one here, we got two here, we got one here. This has... Let's give this one more. And then tech tree. Alright, I don't think I want to go any further in plain tech yet. Oh, a navy would be useless right now. We could go down specialized warfare a little. These are all too advanced. We could give start researching power armor. Let's go ahead and do reference manual. If you wait with your faction focus until the faction has been destroyed, you can recreate a lost faction. That's a fun idea. So if the Western Brotherhood dies, we can bring them back. Ooh, and that could be roleplayed as like they fled and settled up in our territory. Man, a thing I've been low-key doing on the back burner is, ooh, let's watch the cause get destroyed. What I've been doing on the back burner in my free time is, some of you might have seen the Externia University series, which is gradually improving in quality as the story picks up and it actually starts to get good. But that's, my tabletop RPG I'm developing is Heart of Action. And, Externia is like me trying to show it off for the first time. But what I am working on is, fully restored the power plant. Hold on. I'll continue with what I was saying in a moment. Yeah, we still can't do these. Man, I was so pissed off when Fallout 4 didn't let you get cybernetics. Like, that's such a... Why is it not a thing? And I've never found a mod that enables it in a really good way. Anyone I see, it's just like, build your own crafting bench. I'm like, no. If you're gonna put cybernetics in, it should be something you get from the Institute as a reward for siding with the Institute. So there's a lot of little things about Fallout 4 that bug me. I guess let's research power armor a little. To start getting that out of the way. And now, so we can go with old world ideas or old world architects. So, old world ideas. We remember how things used to be. Well, some of us do. Those ideals made us great and powerful. Well, there are so many pretenders, the NCR and others. We were citizens of America. We are America. What's left of it. Or, back in the day, we built great things. Towers and monuments, cities and civil works. We raised the mightiest armies and put low our greatest foes. Let's rebuild that world, starting today. Yeah, I feel like if Fallout 4 just got a few more months, it would have of development time. It would have been way better. But what do you guys think? Should we? Words. Should we go with old world ideals or old world architect? Are we focused on bringing back the ideas of old America or rebuilding the old structures of old America? So yeah, I figured these would lead to different things down here. Like, yeah. I'm assuming that forming the Enclave 1 will require... Oh, we'd be able to join the mutants if we were starting as if we were the mole rat people. We got 1 vote ideals. Is that what we're sticking with? So this one is either of those. This one is either of those. This one doesn't care about those. Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna poke us down either to common foe or something greater, or into our own way. Ideals? Okay. I made a slight change to how the text box displays, so hang on, actually let me... So now your things shouldn't fade away now, if I did it right. Oh, come on. Give me a second. I'm trying to adjust the chat box size and selecting the wrong thing. Come on, let me edit the chat box. Alright, I'll just have to do that between streams. Alright, let's go with old world ideas, so... But, something I've been working on with my Heart of Action thing is I adore the Fallout series, and I want to do a Fallout tabletop campaign. I had started making my own conversion of Fallout 1's mechanics into a tabletop RPG back in the day. The problem is, the math is way too complex to be any fun in a tabletop format. Without extensive modifications. Then I found out Mobius was making a, official Fallout tabletop RPG, and I was ecstatic. And then it came out, and it's not what I would want from a Fallout tabletop RPG, and in that time I had begun development of my Heart of Action system. So now what I'm doing is I'm creating a Fallout setting for Heart of Action. When Heart of Action is eventually a published system, the Fallout setting will of course not be a thing you can get. It's just something for fun for me and my friends. But it will be a good way to show off Heart of Action's mechanics and their flexibility. So when I get that done, which could be months away, I may start trying to stream that to all of you, like a Fallout RPG, like role-playing game thing, like tabletop roleplay. Okay, we've got reference manuals done. Now we're hitting that point, that little point of we've researched so fast that most things that I would want are beyond us. So, I'm probably going to dabble into something I otherwise don't care a lot. Oh, motor vehicles. We can get motor vehicles. Let's do that. Yeah, right now, with my tabletop system, or my campaign that I'm planning, I've, made an extensive world map, which is still getting a little bit of expansion, but is enough for it to be usable. I've gotten an entire perk list, which I'm going through and just tweaking the math on a little bit currently, but my big holdup right now... How's my industry doing? Still slowly rebuilding Gecko. But, the big holdup is creating all of the Fallout weapons. Like, that's taking some real time. Speaking of that, let's go ahead, get the Captain of Industry in place to build these civilian factories faster. Dweller Fairfax. I'm sorry, the game has a tendency to lag a little bit, especially when I'm moving around. It's why I try and keep the camera still in one spot in order to reduce the lag as much as I can. If it's that bad, hold on, there is something I can do. It's not gonna be pretty, but... And what happens if I turn off 3D buildings? Or in 3D buildings and 3D units. The units are now just a little, the loss of 3D buildings and 3D units is one I don't like, so hang on. That probably isn't gonna help a lot. We are going to turn off full rendering resolution. So the map's gonna look real muddy, but hopefully that will make it lag less. Alright. But yeah, so the trying to get all of the weapons converted into my action system is the part that's taking the most time, because there's just so many weapons in Fallout that are like almost the same with just little distinctions, and it's like trying to balance out keeping all the weapons feeling distinct while also keeping all the weapons that are cool and interesting from the Fallout series. And the weapon modding system is a difficult thing to implement well. Yeah, but right now... Yeah, we're just watching this battle play out in the north, because that will be relevant to us eventually, I'm sure. What decision do we have to make up here? Send out manual prospectors. Yeah, let's go and do that. Yeah, every now and again, like, I get the little alert of a few frames dropped. Like I said, I hope it's not too bad. How much longer till this thing's done? So, I'm gonna go ahead and let Old World Ideals play out. What's happening back down to the 80s? Ooh, the 80s are finally breaking into Ruby Valley. Did Ruby Valley get a custom tree for my modding? No, they didn't. Okay, I didn't think so. There we go. We've got Old World Ideals done. So, we're gonna go ahead and take another short break while I just go and get some water and try and fix that chat box problem. And that's going to be another cut point for the YouTube end. So, I hope you've all been enjoying this so far. We will be back with more shortly. Ta-ta!